Friday. It is only 8:30 in the morning where I am, but I wanted to go live. Y'all know I follow God's guidance, and when God tells me to do something, I do it. I had a piece of hair on me. If you're new here, my name is Ty, the Manifestation Goddess. I'm an energy alchemist, spiritual oracle, manifestation mentor, heavy on the spiritual oracle. There's ways to work with me in the description. Make sure you grab your passenger princess to God guide. This is our passenger princess era. We are resting, we are relaxing, we are receiving. Also, grab your four pillars of wealth. That is a free gift for joining Lucid Luxury. So, welcome. So I just wanted to do our quantum jump Fridays early. Honestly, I feel like something really magical is happening today. And I don't know, y'all know I listen to God and went, hey, beautiful. And when God tells me to do something, I do it. He's like, record it now because I have something special happening and you're not going to be available later. So I was like, okay, God, like, I don't know what you have, but I'm a passenger princess to God and the floodgates of heaven are now open, so I'm just enjoying the ride. And I do have a new setup. Usually I'm sitting at my bar, but today I was already sitting at my desk, so I figured I will just go live. Hey, goddess. I actually don't even have like a whole anything planned that I wanted to discuss. I just know I wanted to tap in with my tribe. I've been missing y'all. But I hope y'all have been enjoying this frequency and have been basking in the floodgates of heaven. I don't know about y'all, but my life I feel like every single day, my life looks completely different. And it's funny because mostly I know I've retired from my 9 to 5. My official last day, thank you, my official last day is next week. But I don't know, like God just told me like today something special is happening, something special is in the air. And I was like, okay, well, let's talk about it. What's in the air? I don't know what it is, but I'm feeling it. And I hope y'all are feeling it too. Thank you. Thank you. It's so funny because when I retire from my nine, God is sorry, I have to give thank you, God. But I feel like God is so intentional about literally everything because it's like everything leading up to that moment was like literally little breadcrumbs that I left for myself. Even for me, oh, this is what I want to share with y'all. I realize when I record my videos or when I go live, I am doing this from my future self. And I say that because whenever I watch my videos back, some of the things that I discuss, I don't even remember discussing them. And it always hits different whenever I watch them back. So it goes back to that how time is not linear here. Like we feel like we experience time linear, but everything is happening. Hey, but everything is happening all at once. So it's like when I'm recording my videos, like I'm recording them in the present, but somehow it's still future me recording them to play it back for me. It's so trippy. One thing I realized since I've been in this lucid luxury energy that everything has been very trippy for me. I feel like when God told me things were going to get real simmy, he was not joking. Like everything has been so trippy and everything is connected. When I tell y'all everything is connected, I mean everything. God is very intentional. Think about the videos that y'all consume, the movies that you watch, your music lyrics, things you write down, everything is connected. Everything is a breadcrumb. Everything is you leaving yourself clues for your manifestations. And if y'all really pay attention, that is why I now say God is really in the details because sometimes I don't think it's odd, but sometimes we think of God as these big blessings, these big miracles, and God is that. But I also feel like God is in the details. That is one thing that I have been embracing just this week or over with the last week is like God is in every little detail. Those moments that you felt like you couldn't keep going, you wanted to give up, and you didn't give up, that was God. I know you're like, oh, I just kept going. Really, that was literally God in you. For me, I was thinking about moments where I'm like feeling down and then I'll have like karaoke night with my daughter or movie night with my daughter. For me, that is God being in the details. Like I know you feel like you can't go on, but I'm still here, baby girl. Like I'm still carrying you, regardless if you're thinking I'm going to perform some big, beautiful miracle, which I love doing. Don't overlook God in the details because God is literally in everything. And this is for me how I embrace the floodgates of heaven being open is noticing God in every little detail, not just thinking God is performing these big miraculous miracles, but noticing how God is showing up for you every single moment of every single day. Oh, I feel like just this passenger princess era, people don't be listening, but I feel like just this passenger princess era has really taught me how to really embrace. I feel like let me see how to explain it. Like we talk about being a passenger person to God, and that's beautiful. Like enjoying the big things that you may notice that oh, this was God. But being in this passenger princess era, for me, I've noticed how God has shown up for me in the most minuscule, mundane ways, like things that I would normally overlook. I have a new form of gratitude for, like truly just this new form of gratitude for me, it can be little things like going for a walk and noticing a bird or noticing a beautiful flower. Like this is literally God. Like God shows his beauty in literally everything. And I only say he for ease of speaking because I don't think God is gender, but I just say he for ease of speaking. So let me know if y'all have any questions. Hope y'all are enjoying y'all Friday, y'all summer getting started. We are about to go into June, and I'm excited about the June newsletter because June is all about blooming. June is all about those floodgates of heaven being open, and all of our flowers and seeds are now all blooming all at once. And I just love when God gives me those types of revelations. It's like everything builds on each other, like everything that's God being in the details. I've noticed that if let me see how to say this. Like, okay, so a lot of us, we know we want our manifestations. We want it all at once. We just want to live this beautiful, fruitful life. But for me, not saying this is true for everyone, but for me, I realized if God was to give me every single thing I pray for all at once, here and now, my nervous system could not hold it. And I feel like this is how God is in the details. God gives you exactly what you can handle right now. Not saying that there's time, we don't talk about time being linear, but where is your nervous system? I feel like that goes back to that nervous system regulation and how everything is connected. How can your nervous system handle what you're calling in? Like it it does you no good to call in your manifestations and you're not even regulated enough to hold them. And I don't like to feel overwhelmed. This is how it goes back to being a passenger princess to God. God knows I do not like to be overwhelmed. I do not like to be overstimulated. So God gives me things in little by little because that's how I want to receive them. And for me, I always pray and I'm always in meditation with God. And I'm always thanking God for what he's doing now. I'm thanking God for what he's doing in the future. And I also speak to God in a way like, God, okay, make sure that whatever you give me, that I can handle it. And I feel like when I realize I'm saying those types of prayers, God is giving me what he knows I can handle right now. Like, okay, well, you said make sure you can handle it because it does me no good to call into my manifestation and I don't enjoy them because I'm not regulated enough. So, and then we're on an ever expansive journey anyway. So for me, I'm not even in a rush. I'm like, what's the rush? Like, we're not going anywhere. We're always going to be expanded. So I'm enjoying the journey. So, any questions, gods and goddesses? If not, I just wanted to give y'all that word to embrace your kingdom of heaven here and now. Don't think your kingdom of heaven is someplace in the sky when you die. The Bible tells you the kingdom of heaven is within. Be still and know that I am God. The floodgates of heaven has opened. I feel like God literally laid out everything. Philip, we are God, unless you don't read the Bible. The Bible literally says, ye are gods. Literally says, ye are gods. Go read Psalms 2, what is it, 82:6. Ye are gods. I don't know what Bible you're reading, but I'm reading the Bible. So, yeah, I just embrace it all. I feel like everyone has their own interpretation of the Bible, but I read the Bible as it's written, and it says, ye are gods. And I embrace my kingdom of heaven here and now. So I want y'all to ask yourself, are you willing to experience heaven or hell? What are you choosing? Because it's all a choice. It's all a state of mind. It's all a state of being. Where do you want to be? Where are you here and now? And I want y'all to, I know I'm big on gratitude. I know I manifest from gratitude. I want y'all to pay attention to the little details in your life. Pay attention to the mundane things that you may normally overlook. I want you to pay attention to those today because that that is the chef's kiss. That is the beauty of the journey. And it took me a while to actually pay attention to the details. Like, because I'm always like, oh, well, I want this, I want that. And me being spoiled and I always get what I want. I'm like, now I'm like, I actually am getting what I want. Like if I'm feeling down, but I have the energy to do karaoke or to laugh or to smile, that is God. Like that's literally God showing up. Like you don't want to be in this state. So let me give you something to get you out of this state. So I want y'all to enjoy your beautiful weekend. Know that something special is happening. Remember that you are creating your reality, and what you believe to be true will be true for you. So, the title of this video is The Floodgates of Heaven Are Open. If you believe that and accept that as truth, that will be true for you. But if you are resisting it, if you're saying, yeah, another video about, okay, well, then that's the reality that you're going to experience. What do you want to experience for you? And if you don't want to experience it, do not entertain it. That is probably one of the simplest manifestation techniques that you can take into your everyday life. If I don't want to experience this, I'm not going to entertain it because what you're entertaining is what you're telling the 3D that you want to experience. So do not entertain it. You can start with that internal shift. I feel like as above, so below, as within, so without. Everything is going to match your internal state. And I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear that, but your external reality is matching your internal state. So if you're not choosing to internally be joyful, regardless of what your external look like, you're going to get more things to not be joyful about. So I'm just going to say it. You need to shift internally first in order for your 3D to make those shifts. It is that is 101 when it comes to manifestation. However, literally 101 basic manifestation, the foundation to manifestations. This is my opinion. I know you create your own reality, so whatever you say goes. But for me, those internal shifts first is what literally changes everything externally. So if you are already internally happy, internally blissful, internally embodying love, and know that you need nothing outside of you to shift for you to know that your existence is love and joy and bliss, and those are your baseline frequencies, your external will match. I promise you. I'm speaking it from experience. I promise you 100%. If you do not need anything outside of you to tell you that you can be happy now, the 3D will shift because I'm going to make a video about this. I said I was about to go, but I'm going to just touch on this, but I'm going to actually make a video about it when I feel called. I got in meditation a few days ago, the shadow of time. And it's so good. It's so cute. The way God gave me or explained the shadow of time to me is that whatever you're doing internally, we in the 3D tend to experience time linear, but you've already made those shifts internally. That means that reality has already shifted, and the 3D is literally only experience the shadow of time. Like it's the lag of it all. Like it's so weird. It's so trippy. Let me see how I can explain this better. This is why I was going to make a video about it. That once you've made those shifts, once you've done the internal work, once you've done all of that is already happening. Time is not linear. However, the 3D is simply experiencing the lag of it. It's experiencing the shadow of it. So to you, you're thinking, oh, there's a lag, like this hasn't happened, but really it has happened. The 3D is simply experiencing the lag of it all. I hope that and intend that makes sense. So that's why they say creation is already finished because it is, but the 3D has a shadow. Like there's some sort of lag when it comes to the 3D, but if you know internally that it's already done and do not waver, it's going to manifest. That's one thing when it comes to manifesting in the 3D. The 3D is matching your internal state. So if you are constantly wavering Hey, beautiful. If you are constantly wavering, the 3D is going to constantly have this lag time because you're wavering. Like the 3D is matching who you're being. And if you're saying, oh well, this isn't happening, the 3D now has to shift to make it not happen for you and to make whatever you're believing happen. But if you persist in your desires, the 3D will catch up. I want y'all to accept that the floodgates of heaven are open. Creation is finished, and 3D has a shadow of a time. That does not mean to waver. Just because you don't see movement, that does not tell you to waver. I want y'all to think of it like this. If you say that you're expecting a check, or I don't know, maybe you're not expecting a check, but someone mailed you a check. And whenever you check the mail, you're like, oh, I have a check. I want y'all to think someone had to put that check in the mail. So you did not see movement, but the check was already in the mail. That is how I want y'all to think about your manifestation. It's already happening regardless of what you can see with your own 3D eyes. Really think about it that way. Like the check is already in the mail, regardless of what you see, it's already in the mail. You just check the mail and it's there. But there had to be something happen in the background. Think about it like that. I want y'all to think about all your manifestations like that. It's already happening, regardless of what you can see. So many things that we tend to experience, we don't see the movement. That is one thing I realize. It's like so many things that we tend to experience, we just experience when it happens, but the movement was already happening in the background. Think about it that way. That's why it's a shadow of time, because the movement was already happening. You're just now experiencing it. Doesn't mean it wasn't happening. Hey, beautiful. Okay, do y'all have any questions before I start my beautiful day? I'm sending y'all beautiful, wonderful miracles, magic today. God already told me the magic was happening today. So I just wanted to share that energy early as you're taking it through your day. Why not be in this mystical, magical energy as we're going through our day? So remember, I just gave y'all that metaphor. So do not entertain what you don't want to experience. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're not seeing movement. It doesn't mean movement isn't happening. The check is already in the mail. You're just simply checking your mailbox and it's there. But there was already movement in the background. Think about it that way. That is what it means to truly being a passenger princess to God. Is knowing that regardless of what you can see, it is already happening. This is why I say accept this as truth. Accept that the floodgates of heaven are open for you. Accept it as truth. If you watch my last video, that is one thing that I always do now. If I'm ever wavering or questioning or doubting, my immediate thought is, but do I accept this to be true for me? And I always answer yes, because once you immediately answer yes, so accepting it as truth for you, you do not allow room for doubt. So I want y'all to practice that. If you feel yourself doubting, do I accept this as truth for me? Answer yes and keep it going, goddess. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free. Yahweh, bye.